Welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today we will discuss a very interesting topic. Is it possible to learn to speak English fluently through self-study? Join us in this friendly conversation.
Hello everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm John. Today we're going to talk about whether it's possible to learn English fluently without attending formal classes, just by studying on your own.
Exactly, John. I personally believe it is possible, but it requires a lot of discipline and consistency. What do you think?
I agree, Sarah. With the amount of resources available online, from apps to videos and discussion forums, there are many opportunities to practice and learn on your own.
Yes, there are apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and many others that can be very useful. Additionally, platforms like YouTube have thousands of free educational videos.
And let's not forget podcasts, like ours. Listening to conversations in English can greatly improve listening comprehension and pronunciation.
Definitely, podcasts are an incredibly valuable tool for English learners. They offer a convenient and flexible way to immerse yourself in the language.
Exactly. Sarah, one of the great advantages of podcasts is that you can listen to them anytime and anywhere. While driving, cooking, exercising, or even while relaxing at home.
Plus, there's a wide variety of podcasts available, covering all skill levels and a broad range of topics, from news and entertainment to education and specific interests.
And let's not forget that podcasts allow listeners to familiarize themselves with different accents and speaking styles. This is crucial for developing a more complete and realistic understanding of English.
Yes, and listening to authentic conversations in English helps learners pick up idiomatic expressions, slang, and vocabulary in context. This is something you often don't get from just studying textbooks.
Additionally, many educational podcasts are designed specifically for English learners, explaining complex words and phrases and making learning more accessible.
That's true, John. And the best part is that many of these podcasts are free and easily accessible on platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube.
Furthermore, podcasts can be a great way to improve pronunciation. Listening to native speakers and repeating aloud what they say can help learners improve their own accent and intonation.
Exactly. And it's not just about passive listening. Learners can take notes, pause and repeat difficult sections, and even engage in discussions about the podcast content to reinforce their learning.
It's also a good idea to combine the use of podcasts with other learning activities, like reading transcripts if available, or even discussing the podcast topics with friends or language exchange partners.
And let's not forget motivation. Listening to passionate people talking about topics that interest you can be very inspiring and keep you motivated on your learning journey.
Yes, motivation is key to any learning process. And the variety of topics available in podcasts means there's always something interesting to listen to, making learning more enjoyable and less tedious.
Also, podcasts often have a more relaxed and conversational format, which can make learning more enjoyable and less formal. This is especially useful for those who find traditional learning boring or challenging.
You know, Sarah, I've also found it helpful to watch TED Talks in English. Not only do you improve your comprehension, but you also learn about a wide variety of interesting topics.
That's an excellent tip, John. TED Talks are great because they cover a huge diversity of topics and the speakers are usually very good at conveying their ideas clearly and effectively.
Yes, and many of them come with subtitles in various languages, which is very helpful for following along if you miss a word or phrase.
It's also useful to participate in book discussions in English. Joining a book club can be an excellent way to improve your vocabulary and comprehension, as well as interact with other learners.
Exactly, and you can start with easier books and then move on to more complex readings as you become more comfortable with the language.
Speaking of readings, don't underestimate the value of comics and graphic novels. They are a fun and visually appealing way to improve your English, especially if you enjoy illustrated stories.
Very true. Comics and graphic novels combine images with text, which can help you better understand the context and meaning of words and phrases.
Another incredible resource is the free English courses offered by universities and other institutions on platforms like YouTube and MOOCs. Some of them are very comprehensive and well-structured.
Yes, and many of these courses are designed to be flexible, allowing you to learn at your own pace, which is perfect for self-study.
Also, we must not forget the importance of repetition and review. Reviewing what you've learned and practicing regularly is crucial for consolidating your knowledge.
Absolutely, Sarah. And also, interacting with native speakers through social media and online communities can provide valuable and authentic practice.
For those who enjoy technology, there are devices and virtual assistants like Alexa or Google Home that you can set in English to practice basic commands and conversations.
What a great idea, Sarah. Using technology to our advantage can make the learning process more interactive and dynamic.
In summary, there are a multitude of resources and strategies available for learning English through self-study. The key is to find what works best for you and stay consistent and motivated.
It seems we've covered many important points today. Any final advice for our listeners, Sarah?
I'd say don't give up and find the methodology that best suits you. Everyone learns differently, so it's important to experiment and find what works best for you.
I completely agree. Dedication and constant practice are key. Fluency is within reach if you commit to your learning.
Thank you for listening today. We hope you found this conversation helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us your comments.
See you next time. Thank you for listening to our podcast. See you in the next episode.